what your Lord Icon says about your skill level. Yeah, the titling workshop is closed, so we're running with this. We've read your comments. Some of you think aiming is everything, and some of you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. But who's right? Today, we put the age-old debate to rest with a highly complex calculation, a 1 to 10 scale, and a tier list. Because obviously, everyone loves a good tier list. But Jacob, what are we measuring? Glad you asked, Timmy. We're using 3 categories generally recognized in hero shooters: game sense, positioning, and aiming. Each gets a difficulty rating from 1 to 10, and then we throw them together. Adam Warlock, skill total 20. Please carry me. Adam Lords are the recon snipers of the Rivals community. Blamed for every loss, but praised like gods when they pop off. Max score for aiming. Low average on the game sense, and above average on the positioning because you're a strategist with no mobility. Like wandering around downtown Detroit at night, you're always in danger. Black Panther, skill total 24. Big dingle. Either you throw the match because you refuse to swap, or you commit a war crime on the enemy backline. There is no in between. High marks for aiming because you track at the speed of sound, and then you have flawless positioning after. Black Widow, skill total 17. Please carry me. I know landing that critical shot is 90% of your dopamine manufacturing, so yeah, I'll give you full marks for aiming. But game sense, 1. You have no idea what's going on, nor do you care. Positioning is a slightly above average because you have to relocate for shots, but let's be honest, you're playing your own game. Captain America, skill total 6. Recovering alcoholics. Everyone loves you, but you eat crayons. Your sole mission? Throw hands in the back line and then run a marathon. Doesn't matter what's happening. Just stay alive on point, always. Cloak and Dagger, skill total 17. Please carry me. Aiming isn't everything, especially when your hands are shaking with Parkinson's. High marks for game sense and positioning because your heals per shot are weak, so you have to make them count before 4 ults hit you in the schnoz. Awareness and positioning separate the low elo Timmies from the pros. Doctor Strange, skill total 13. First average Andy. Aiming is your bread and butter, but you score higher in game sense because those big backline busts are absolute cinema. Positioning, however, you haven't released the W key since launch, and you don't plan on starting now. Emma Frost, skill total 18. Carry me, mommy! High aiming score for that stacking laser beam. Great game sense for interrupting the enemy ults and capitalizing on yours, but your positioning is slightly below average because you only really need it for your shield and your roundhouse kick. Groot, skill total 16. Please, tree man. Solid auto attack damage, minimal aiming needed. Game sense enough not to throw your ult off the map, but positioning is critical. Bad placement will feed your ass off. Good placement will win you games. Hawkeye, skill total 14. Average Andy. Like a high school varsity dad, aiming is your personality. Small bumps in positioning and game sense for moving to line up your shots and knocking divers back. Hela, skill total 14. Average. Literally the same as Hawkeye, but hit scan. Hulk, skill total 21. Highest ranked tank. Minimal aiming beyond juggling enemies, but your game sense and positioning have to be flawless to avoid throwing completely. Human Torch, skill total 22. Like a damn garden hose down there. Despite the shotgun spread, you score high in aiming. Landing about a third of your shots will get you MVP for damage. Game sense is minimal except for knowing when to dive, but positioning, legendary. You guys are the UFOs with the smallest hitbox in the game, moving in every direction, practically untouchable. Invisible Woman, skill total 22. Zip. Average aim, but it's mostly for heals, but high game sense for knowing when and who to shield. Peak positioning for maximizing those healing shots both forward and back, and getting into position for those good shields. Iron Fist, skill total 12. Average. All about throwing hands, not thinking. Positioning is your strong suit, because getting in and out of those bad situations effectively while managing your cooldowns will set you apart. Iron Man, skill total 16. Please carry me. Average aim thanks to splash damage, but you do get points for hitting those nasty pixel angles. Game sense, average. You care more about the big busts than objectives. High positioning score though for piloting your flying fridge without getting melted. Jeff, skill total 9. Recovering alcoholics tier. Loved by all, but your only real skill is knowing when to ult. Loki, skill total 25. Absolute pinnacle. Perfect aiming for heals with the insane game sense for your ult usage and god tier clone placement for healing damage and escapes. Luna, skill total 20. Please carry me. Perfect aim for big healing and surprising damage, but average game sense and positioning. I did give you a bump due to having to play safe since you lack mobility. Magik, skill total 18. Please carry. Below average game sense, minimal aiming beyond sword combos, but elite positioning with those expert dashes and teleports, always landing you right behind me to execute me. Magneto, skill total 12. Average Andy. You old men put pressure on the back line like a Jehovah's Witness who just tried cocaine. Persistent, unwavering, and ready to hit me with a big fucking rock. Points for aiming, more points for game sense, but you really just have to be standing somewhere in range for your bubbles for your team. Mantis, skill total 17. Please carry me. When you lock in, the enemies suffer. Unless we lack triple heals, in which case we suffer too. Mr. Fantastic. Skill total 7. Recovering alcoholic. Listen, you're one of my favorite lords to see, but really you're just a beefy frontliner who throws hands to protect his wife. Respectable, but not really skill heavy. Moon Knight. Skill total 15. You schizos are the pinnacle of average, requiring aim for those autos and rings, decent positioning for clutch combos, but nothing too advanced. You're really just looking for Khonshu's guidance to find the best ultimate angle. Namor, skill total 14. Average. Good aim for the spears, low positioning needs since you and your tentacle friends can attack from anywhere, and really you're just looking to throw whales. Penny Parker, skill total 5. First name on the Epstein files. Slightly harder aim after the updates, and I'm giving a minor bump on game sense for nest placement, but otherwise you just stand there and soak heals, don't you? Phoenix, skill total 19. Please carry me. Maximum aim score, strong positioning and game sense for your mobility abilities, and knowing when to ult to clear out as much summons as possible. Psylocke, skill total 20. Please carry me. Terrifying ambushing guerrilla warfare character. I swear to God, you just appear, assassinate me, and disappear before I even get to see the cheeks jiggle. I swear she appears, combos me out, and disappears like a bad stepfather. Rocket, skill total 9. Recovering alcoholics tier. High DPS, low aiming requirements, big piss balls, maximum rat. Great game sense for the ults, but overall I'm awarding top points for that rat positioning. Scarlet Witch, skill total 12. Average tier. Weak aim, we all know it, but you have decent game sense and strong positioning for those flanks and aerial combat when you're using your fade effectively. Spider-Man, skill total 20. This hurts me to say, and I don't know if I'll ever say it again, but please carry me. Max positioning for mock speed mobility plays, above average on the aim, cause dear God, hitting someone while you're moving that fast has to be hard. Low game sense, cause who has time for objectives when you're busy playing Five Nights at Freddy's with the enemy strategist? Squirrel Girl, skill total 16. Carry me. Comments going crazy already. It's an easy to use kit for sure. No one's arguing that, but it is terrible. Low mobility, giant character hitbox, easy to dodge ult and stun, and very slow auto attacks that can't even crit. Mastering this trash earns respect. No, I won't hear you out. Below average aim because it's AoE based, but you are getting points for those bank shots that are crazy. Average game sense and above average positioning because survival is an art form with your hitbox and kit. Star-Lord, skill total 18. Carry me. ADHD brothers, you have high skill mobility and tracking when you're flying all over the place. Your game sense really isn't that high because you're really just looking to ult. Storm, skill total 17. Please carry me. Like Star-Lord before, you have high aiming scores and positioning scores, minimal game sense because you're really just looking for ult as well. Punisher, skill total 13. Average. Strong aim and turret positioning most times, but you're basically playing Duck Hunt instead of Marvel Rivals. The Thing, skill total 5. You're on the list. One of my favorite tank lords, don't get me wrong, but y'all are literally the orange cats of the Rivals community. You've got one brain cell and it's totally dedicated to punch. Small bump for positioning against dives though. Thor, skill total 15. Average. Below average on aim score because you really just need to land your F. Average game sense because you just need to know when to press your ult. And above average positioning for those critical leaps since you're a brawler. Ultron, skill total 19. Please carry me. High marks for positioning because you're a flyer. High marks for aiming because it's a fucking laser beam and that's hard to land. A little below average on game sense though because you care more about damage than anything else. Venom, skill total 15. Average. Apparently this was controversial. You only need decent aiming for your tendrils really, but you need strong positioning to 1, avoid getting melted, and 2, get those well-timed engages. Winter Soldier, skill total 18. Please carry me. Rated high for aiming because it's a 3-shot mag, even though the hitbox is generous. And I awarded pretty high on positioning because you do have to go in and punch. Low on the game sense because you really only need to know when to ult and who to ult. Wolverine, skill total 3. Epstein himself. You filth only get points for positioning because you're always right next to your victim. Blade, skill total 19. Please carry me. He just came out. Why do you have Lord? Did your wife take the kids too? Low score for aiming, average score for game sense. For your ult usage, high score for positioning. Let us know in the comment section below where you ranked, and if you have multiple lords, that's paganism, seek Jesus. Oh, and check out the Discord link in the description for upcoming streams and giveaways.